All right. Can you hear us? We are live.
Hi,
Hi.
hi
Hi,
Natalia.
Shaheen.
Hello
How are
everyone.
you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Good, good. I'm happy here. We are making it. We're making the
Yeah,
history, hopefully. Yes. I'm
the
super
first
excited. Yeah.
talk.
First episode, first talk, it's true. AcroTalk.
Yes, first of AcroTalk, but we already had our first podcast together, so
True.
that's nice
Yes, we
to
did
be
it.
back with you for a
Mm-hmm.
conversation.
Absolutely, and it's absolutely pleasure for me to have you here as well, and doing it together with you here. And I would like to also see if anybody actually joining, considering it's July and everybody's on vacation, at least in Scandinavia, as we know so far. But let's see, because I've seen a lot of number of people that actually signed up for this one. And question to you, the audience, I would like to know where are you coming from. What's the weather like? Are you on vacation or not? Are you planning something? And yeah, it would be really nice to know. Here in Prague, I am based, and today is actually quite nice and fresh. Finally, after the rain over the night, we have a little bit of fresh air. I can tell it feels good.
It feels better, right?
Mhm. Yes, it feels better
In
because it was
Mauritius, it's
crazy.
sunny actually.
Hmm.
It's sunny. It's not the summer here, but like the winter in Mauritius, it's 22 degrees, so that's
Hmm.
good actually.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And Mauritius, by the way, I've never been to, so I'm wonder like, is it always sunny and nice, or is it there is a winter too there, or what is it
It
like?
is the winter actually in Mauritius, but it's not the same winter than in Europe. You know, there is no snow, and that's a nice weather here,
Mm-hmm.
even in winter.
Yeah, it's good to know. I hope one day I can actually visit. Let's see who is joining us
Yes, I
here. So
hope too.
Sabina is here. Hello, everybody from Sunny Prague. It's true, she is here. She came yesterday, and I've seen her in office. So she is really like giving me such more energy working together when you are, you know how it is when you're in the team. And I have
Of
another
course.
actually colleague of mine joining from Yerevan, Sunny Yerevan. Hello, Mirna.
Think
And
link your team.
yeah, hello.
Hi, Begum.
Thank you so much for joining us today. And let's hope also some more people actually joining and jumping. It would be nice again, like during the whole episode, feel free. It's an open discussion, absolutely very honest conversation here happening. So if you feel like to ask
It will be.
questions, exactly, like ask us, and we will be happy to respond to this, right?
Of
Coming
course.
back. Coming back to the first episode, so I was thinking for a very long time, like how to start and then everything, and I believe that for the last like half year at least, you have spent more time in the airport than sitting in
Yeah,
the office.
that's true. That's true.
So
That's true. I have been. Yeah.
tell us
Go on.
more about it, because you've been in the conference online, offline. You've been at the Think Lab in Prague. You've been in San Francisco, Paris, right? And then even an online data management marathon. So it's been like a really long journey of data conferences.
Yes,
Tell,
yes. Long
tell us,
journey this last month.
yeah. Tell us a little bit more about that. How you like, if you learned something, like would you say something like maybe a moment that you um remember the most, out of all these conferences? Mm.
I will say so. Each conference was very different actually because I
Mhm.
have been in Prague. I have, as you said, I have been also in New York for the CDAO event,
Mhm.
and in San Francisco with the Databricks. So Databricks was quite huge. It was a huge event with more than 30,000
Mhm.
people around. So yeah, I think that the Databricks summit was quite something for me because it was the first time that I have been in such a huge event, and
Mhm.
it was very nice to meet a lot of people coming from everywhere around the world. So yeah,
Mhm.
that was huge.
So it was huge. So that's the kind of a feeling that you felt maybe like a part of a huge data community together, right? I suppose
Yes,
that's.
yes, the community, all the people around talking about data, about AI. We can see that which it is in Prague, in France. Everyone is talking about it, right? And I can see that we have many differences as well about
Yeah.
talking about the project and even how mature we are and what topic has been really uh, put in place, I would say, because
Mhm.
and that's why I wanted also to travel and to see
Mhm.
what it's like, because we are uh, living a big change within data, within IT, with all this AI coming, and
Mhm.
I wanted to take the temperature as well on the other side of Earth,
Mhm.
and yeah, it was very interesting, and I met a lot of person also with really good inputs around it. So I will
Mhm.
be happy to share them today with you
Yeah,
guys.
it would be really nice, and maybe we can already start because I can feel that you have mentioned that there is a difference, right? Difference in the
Mhm.
talks and the conversations are based on the regions. So, what did you notice? Like, what were kind of a main difference in over the talk? Yeah, in the
So
subgroup.
I would say that, for example, in Prague and in Data Marathon as well, so European people is really talking about, yeah, basically governance, data quality,
Yeah.
ownership of data, how you should build your foundation to really enhance your
Mm-hmm.
project, your AI project coming from a POC to a real production and live application.
Mm-hmm.
It was really focused on that, on what I have heard on all those presentation on the European side, I would say. Uh, some sometimes real example, but I would say that when I came to the US, I really felt like they are within the project, they are working on AI, and they are already put in place. Um, Application that are running live, and they are already seeing what's happening, and
Mm-hmm.
as well they are not that they are talking actually about foundation data project, how we should build data project with all the governance to be able to drive an AI that will really last uh, during the use of the application, but actually, in the US, I had many
Mm-hmm.
example of what has been done, and we were already talking on next phase how to make agent working together, because there were like cases with multiple agents,
Yeah.
and also about predictive data, risk management, all the compliance side, the policies as well, how to really be careful on those topics around AI, because we are talking about foundation, data quality governance, but it's also the compliance side, the
Mm-hmm.
sovereignty as well, how
Mm-hmm.
to really be the sovereignty by design.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
something that was really something that I have heard a lot, and as well as all the technical side, of course, the infrastructure, the how do we build the infrastructure to
Mm-hmm.
really, I would say, have the right infrastructure that will help growing those AI agent, and to have a sustainable
Mm-hmm.
infrastructure that can really, you know, be solid.
Got it.
Those kind of topics.
And have you seen like maybe between you've been in New York and San Francisco, right? So
Yeah.
like what's the difference where it was like just to kind of understand if in San Francisco, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in New York, it was CDAO event, so Chief Data
Ah,
Officer and
okay. Mm-hmm.
also AI Officer, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So it was more on the strategic side, uh, really people that are in C-level, taking
Mm-hmm.
decision, working on strategy, working on the foundation, but as well giving tips to really start with something, with some use cases that we can apply, where we can apply AI and we can see like productivity and real result, whether it's on supply chain, on also customer services,
Right.
or predictive data to really reinforce the way that we are taking decision upon uh, our KPI.
Mm-hmm.
And on the other side in San Francisco, it was really also technical, because we had all the Databricks teams and all the people using Databricks that were talking about it, but we also had lot of providers, new enterprise like new AI
Mm-hmm.
startup as well, showing their demo and so on. So it
Mm-hmm.
was, yeah, lot of different kind of people than New York, which was more strategic side
Got it.
of the
Mm-hmm.
discussion. Yeah.
Well, okay, that's interesting. And when you also touched a little bit of a topic of regulation and compliances and so on. Now, talking also about the regions, right, and the places where we've been in the data events. Did you feel like that in US it's more regulated than in Europe, or it's opposite? What would you say?
No, I think that it's the regulation. It's depending on the industry. So
Uh
if you
huh.
are in finance, whether it's in Europe or whether it's in the US, it's the same thing. You have to
Yeah.
deal with all the compliance, risk management, to be careful about the data
Yeah.
security, the sovereignty, um, the accessibility as well, of course the quality of it. But I would say that the compliance itself and all the rules, that it can be different from a region to another, but
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah.
same level of criticality.
Got it. Okay, and now also coming, like, let's say, continuing the conversation here, Begum is asking the question: Where do you see the real enterprise AI bottleneck today? Technology, regulation, or the lack of trusted data and clear ownership?
So
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of combination of those, because yeah, basically we have the technology, and technology is evolving very fast, Begum, because we saw it together as well. Like every weeks there is something new, agent doing new things, new model, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
And so the technology itself, of course, but for like every new technology, you see, so it's new, it's like we are innovating on the technology side, but even if we put in place something that is working today, we need to have the use of it within the company. So
Mm-hmm.
being involved, having our business involved from the first step as well, and as well to use it afterwards. Because something that I have seen in San Francisco, I have been animating a roundtable on how to convince business people to use AI.
Yeah.
So we had like people from different industry. They were having issues to really onboard those people, because even if we have the good technology, we have the maybe the trusted data or the foundation that is clear, but we know that it isn't really clear today.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow we are still like working on it to have clear visibility on the data lineage, the ownership, the data governance. So these are big topics that needs to be handled to have the right data
Yeah.
foundation for AI. But somehow bring people as well. The Yeah, the main, I would say, the biggest challenge today is really the organization and the people working with our technology, within the company, working on the applications.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yeah.
is the organization we need to put in place. We were I'm bringing the topic, but I know that we also wanted to talk about it. It's the AI champion. We talked about it during the data marathon, and even during the presentation that I had in the US. Data AI champions,
Mm-hmm.
having an organization to really build the data AI literacy within the company, bring the trainings, having people onboarded to know, even the first step, how to prompt correctly. What is the the I will say, what is the efficiency of having AI within my business process, actual business process? Because today something that
Mm-hmm.
we are struggling with as well is that even if we have those applications, somehow people don't want to use it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a bit surprising for me, to see that, okay, they have been doing the work, like trusted data, working on the ownership, having the
Mm-hmm.
good technology. But at the end of the day, when the application is live and no one want to use it, what's the
Yeah,
point of making it?
I have an opinion on it as well, and I think that we would want to actually touch this topic because it's definitely one of the topics that I have noticed for a year exactly when AI started to be a big thing in the role of data manager. Don't you think that it's very much connected to also the fear that people have and face, and that's why we are a little bit not avoiding, that's probably the right word, of getting into this like with a full force in it, so I think fear is there for sure.
Yeah, yeah. But fear is there, like for any new stuff, you see, like any new big trends or technology or anything in life,
Mm-hmm.
it's like when we had the first smartphone and people were using BlackBerry and they didn't want to really use touch screens. So it's the same thing actually here, because but it's, I will say it's amplified because we are within the company, we don't know where we are going with AI, and the fear is that we will be replaced by AI. Okay, but something that people need to really understand is that AI will help on doing things that they don't want to do, like repetitive tasks,
Yeah,
administrative tasks,
absolutely. Yep.
processes, like going into application, validate things, you
Yep.
know. So
Mm-hmm.
those things today, as a data steward or as someone that's really managing processes, operational processes within application, within ERP, within any other systems, we are struggling today on those kind of topics. So AI, having an agent doing the automation, it's not replacing my job. Like, it will not replace me as the person who is bringing really value.
Yeah, and
People today,
I'm with you on this,
yeah, we
absolutely.
have our critical thinking and we are
Exactly.
bringing
Yeah,
some kind of
analytical too.
values.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. We
Mm-hmm.
are bringing values that AI won't be able to do in our job, you see. So
Yeah.
something that people need to understand is that with AI, they will have more ability to focus on the real topics, I will say, where they can use their brain, and like giving, I will say, the repetitive task or all
Sure.
the things that we are spending time doing today, that can be doing that can be done much faster with an agent, you
Yeah.
see.
I'm with you about it, and I think it's not a matter of like why would people have a fear is because I believe in some organizations there is no real like let's say clear understanding it's that it's not gonna like replace you. It's about explaining to the people that it's about like kind of a calm down, everything will be all right, and so on. Because it's really always comes to a communication skill, right? So how do you communicate what AI is gonna
Exactly.
do at your job at your company? So why would people have a fear? We have a fear because it's also true that there are like some companies that fire, like a whole department, for instance. But of course, afterwards, we know that there are like outcomes of it when you fire a lot of people completely, like replacing this AI blindly. It's also not a good option at all,
No,
So
it's not.
it should be everywhere, like kind of a what is it, like a golden middle, so that you have to find a way.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
especially now because we are in the phase which is still like at the kind of a beginning of a stage of
of
working
course.
together with AI, you have to be careful. So people need to also like take a little bit of like a moment before you even jump into AI. So I wanted to know, like now with considering that in US is a bit more, let's say, have a feeling advanced in the AI technologies, so it's not just about the promising what AI is going to do, but what do you feel like with based on your trips and so on, you felt like from the companies, what did you hear, what we're really doing, practically speaking.
So practically speaking, we had like many examples. People using AI agents really to correct data, for example.
Mhm. Mm-hmm.
with a bunch of rules and all the documentation, uh, existing documentation,
Mm-hmm.
putting this into an agent and to use an agent to correct or to normalize as well data
Mm-hmm.
that can be used more efficiently within processes, you see.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one example. Another one will be having AI agents. So what I have heard as well, it's like a team of agents. So you will have like an agent who will manage other
Mm-hmm.
technical agent that will be really focused on dedicated task.
Mm-hmm.
So each and every, I will say, steward agent will have its own capabilities and its own, I will say, specialty to
Mm-hmm.
really work on dedicated topics. And um, so we will have those kind as well of project with you have multiple agent. I will say that those kind of example, it was really like the one that already move forward
Mm-hmm.
uh, on the topic, and they had a dedicated processes. So it can be on the predictive side, as I mentioned, like having all your information. For example, in Databricks, you have all your information, your pipelines, and so on with the data inside. You can have as well the visualization, and they have something called Genie. So Genie is like the AI embedded in Databricks, and you can use natural language to discuss with Genie to retrieve information. But for that, he's connected. He has all the information, all the inputs about ownership, governance, application, all the data lineage information as well, and the AI will bring you the dedicated information that you need to use within all this platform, you see. So this is where somehow it has been used as well, for example, to correct. So on the technical side, for example, on the CI/CD chain or on the deployment chain, where we can find issues. So an agent, it's an example actually from Etihad. So they use agent really to deliver quickly. So they had all the processes. Somehow agent can fix where there is issue on the pipeline, and bringing solution, fixing it. And when there is no need of human validation, if it's already in the process, in the script, I will say, they correct themselves and they release it in production. So you see, it's really automatic, like an automation also within the technical delivery that can happen. Sorry.
I was on the mute a little bit. Sorry. Right. I
Okay.
was saying right and nodding. It's true. Interesting. Actually, Jihad is still a company needs to come to us. I need to follow up with him. And but Begum, thank you so much also for finding this useful. That's why we are here, right?
Mhm.
Giving you a little bit of. Mhm.
Yeah, and so this is like the agent, I would say, example that I saw. Of course, we have all the documentation side, helping people find the right answer with the copilot and things. Right, I would say finding the right information in the right documentation, helping people on the on yeah writing mails and so on. This we already know because it started like 3 years ago, and we all use it on in this way. But where we are going now, it's really having agent doing things instead of having people,
Yeah.
doing it. Mm.
So, yeah, where are we going? I'm thinking and the direction. I would like to still take a question from Mirna here. So let's probably go for this one, and then we'll open up the Pandora box. so,
Mm.
so how are you keeping up with AI and the emerging technologies in your work? It's the most challenging part of everyone's almost. Mm.
Yeah, that's a good question, and something that also I have been discussing during those events is that we have the fear of missing something
Mm-hmm.
because it's moving very fast and we want to know all about it, and we are like, we also have the fear, okay, maybe we are not at the right stage, and like we are not in the train of AI, and we should learn, we should see this technology, this agent, uh, and this is really something that can be overwhelming, I would say. So on my side, how we keeping up with AI is really to be interested in what other company are doing with it as well, to have the training, of course. So within our company, we are training our developers and our people to really work with AI in another stage than just using uh, for daily use, like as I said, but really know how to prompt correctly, know what are the features that can be, I would say, enhanced with AI. So, like the real life use case, and I think that any company should do that. Like you see the one use case where you are struggling today, or it's not productive enough, there is too much steps, um, too much manual steps that can be automatized,
Mm-hmm.
where you see that you are losing time because it's repetitive. So those kind of use case should be the one that you can focus on, and working with like a group of people, I will say it should not be an extended group at first, but it should be like your AI champion or your people, SMEs as well,
Yeah.
working on it. Like a dedicated team, just working ideation, brainstorming. Okay, how we should do, what can we do? Example as well from other company of the industry, of competitors. Yes, you have to like see what's going on and then make your own way on it. That's it. You don't have like, there is no a dedicated answer or a solution that should be done. It depends on your industry, it depends on your maturity, it depends on how, where you are within your data governance, your foundation, the use cases where you want to focus on as well, regarding your industry. Because if you are working on supply chain, you want maybe to automatize all the ordering, purchase order, customer services as well, customer experience. It's something that we want to enhance with AI. Working on, I will say, the extraction as well.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, be able to extract information on all the documentation that you have. It can be like it's an easy thing, it's an easy
Yeah.
use case, but okay, we need to have those information to put inside our processes to do this, to have this objective. So this is how, in my opinion, we can move forward on it.
Okay, excellent. And thank you for a very broad answer to this one. And like I was promising, we will go for the next one, which is very interesting and long one. So, yeah, Begum saying that you mentioned that many people are still afraid to use AI. But should organizations also worry about trusting it too quickly? As models increasingly learn from synthetic content, how do we avoid model collapse and the gradual loss of rare but important patterns, particularly in areas such as neurological diagnostics? I mean, it's a very intense, Begum. Let's go step by step. So about like fear and so on. I'm absolutely, just to say from my side, definitely organizations should worry about trusting it too quickly, and that's what I was also mentioning at the beginning. That organizations' responsibility, to be honest, to make sure that people are going with the flow, going with the strategy, and that everything needs to be discussed before jumping into blindly something, right, that is not yet clear if it's going to work, if it's going to help, or are you even ready? That's a question.
Mm, of
Yeah.
course.
Mm.
And yeah, what I can say, if I have to answer, Begum, and thank you for the question.
You have to.
For the first part, so worry about trusting it too quickly. Yes, of course, it happened because somehow, like in sea level, they are hearing a lot and they are getting as well trained on AI topics, and they want to do it quickly because they don't want to miss, as I said, the fear of missing something. So they don't want to miss
Miss out.
the step, miss
Mhm.
out, yeah,
Yeah.
the jump into it. But basically, we have really different kind of organization, different kind of people within the company. We have differences between as well ages, because you can have new joiner that are really used to work with AI, but you can also have older people like 40, 50, 60 that are not really aware of what they can do with it. And there, this is where we are finding as well the fear of being
Sorry,
replaced. Yeah.
I would like to take it on it because it is very crucial what you're opening here, because
Mm,
this is a very important to mention about the generation
of course.
differences. It's something that we're not really people talking about it, but I think we all kind of hear, and especially in the corporate world, listening to a lot of these stories, working from like from 20 to 60 and you work together, it can be a nightmare because
Of
one is a
course.
like there is a
Yeah,
millennial, zillennial, there is a generation Z, and then
it
boomers, and
is.
so absolutely different type of a generation that need to work together. And it's difficult because some of them didn't grow with technologies at all, and some of them were born with technologies, all the time around you. So
Exactly.
that's
Yeah,
where
yeah.
also issue is coming from, I think.
And this is something as well that I have heard in one of the presentation. I think it was with EY and
Mhm.
NYPD, so New York Police Department, that has been working on many use cases. So like 170 use cases, and actually they were already doing AI because they were doing predictive activities before the big, I will say, big bang of AI. But
Mhm.
this is something that was bring in the on the table, the ages differences, the generation, also the fact that people they don't want to use it, or they don't know how to use it, and we don't really know where we are going with it. So it's really important to have them onboarded, trained, to use, I would say, to use our younger generation um, to teach as well
Mhm.
the older one, I will say, on those kind of topics, and to really bring the literacy, and bring the yeah, bring the educational side of it within the company, because we know that we want to do it and we want to do it quickly. We have like objectives. What I have seen is that we have many department, AI department now
Mhm.
within companies. So we have the existing data office or the existing data teams, but now we have new AI teams that has their own
Mhm.
objectives and working on their own project. And somehow those two department those two departments have to work together as well, and bringing, so yeah, on top of that, we have the organization and we have all the different layers within the organization. We have the top layer, we have the middle layer, and then we have the lower layer, that you should really have up and down, top down discussion to really bring them to use it. Yeah.
Yep, that's good.
So the other side of the question, I don't know if I will be able to
No,
answer.
I
Actually, I will be
understand.
honest with you, Begum.
Yeah, it is difficult one for me as well. So to be honest, we can take it
But
another time.
just maybe I don't know if you want, if it's also talking about the hallucination, because somehow we are trusting too quickly, and maybe the issue on that is that we will have hallucination of the AI, and
Mm-hmm.
we need to build trust with
Mm-hmm.
context, with governance, with ownership, with data quality, and as well with testing, because you need to check that your AI, your agent is will work correctly on a long term. So it has to be done within many steps, and this is where we need to have people. This is where I'm doing the connection with people onboarded and trained on AI,
Right.
because those people will be here at each and every gate of the process. You see,
Mm-hmm. I think you've definitely answered as much as you could, and
I
we
tried.
also, for sure, we are, and I'm sure people appreciate it, and absolutely, like if you feel like to also ask more questions, because like I said, that it's a very open discussion today, and we are happy to take any questions, anything that you have, in mind for the last, like I don't know, few years that you had, we can actually maybe help you because we are going to the events all the time here.
Mm.
So we here, so we are
Yes, we
happy to
do.
help. So I have somebody here saying hi to us. I have no idea who is that person because I cannot check it yet since I'm live. But it would be nice
Hi.
if you are still with us. So hi to you as well, and write down like who are you, your names, and perhaps I even we know you. So I don't know. There is some privacy probably on LinkedIn. Yeah. So I wanted to also kind of talk to you about what you have mentioned, and it struck my attention a lot. And that's how actually I am. I'm done. So I'm talking and I'm getting
Mhm.
into the ideas and so on. So
Sure.
this feeling about when we talked about again back to the generations kind of thing, and working together. To be honest, I've realized that the older we are, becoming, even I can tell them from myself, even though I'm not as old, but I can feel sometimes, so we are not
Yeah.
really up for, like even updating our new kind of a I don't know, iOS and the systems and the when you change a phone, when you change things, it's just every year is more complicated for us because we want to have a stability, like
Mm.
something in our life, so that's, I think maybe when work wise, it's also kind of like to give a bit of a parallel comparison, that it's
Yeah, and that's how the human brains work. Actually, we like comfort. We don't want to
yeah,
think a lot. We want to really stay in our comfort zone and to do easy stuff. This is
yeah,
how the brain
yeah,
working on pattern. I would say
absolutely.
working on uh, already existing pattern that we know, and this is where we are struggling to do new things and to learn new and really to have it, like to digest it, and really to, you see, to take it and to 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 I would say to bring it to really being part of what we are doing on day-to-day operations, because
Yeah.
it's one thing to learn, it's one thing to be interested and to like check what's going on, but
Hmm.
it's another side to really use it and to like being more productive on what we are doing on our daily process operations, because this is where people is struggling as well.
Hmm.
For example, I have one topic that have in mind is that you have all those application, all those dedicated stream working on AI,
Hmm.
but it's like they are working on their small world.
Hmm.
They took some use cases from business and they are working somehow with business, but they really they don't want to use new tool. So those people working on AI, they are working with their tool, but businesses, they just want to enhance their normal activities. So they don't want to use new tool. They just want their, I will say, the daily use of what they are already using. So the tools that are already using, they want that to be enhanced somehow, but they don't want to change anything else, you see. And
I
this
know.
is where we are struggling, because somehow the IT and the data team, they are thinking in a way which is not really the same way that a business or an operational person that will be thinking. And there
Yeah.
is an example as well from Starbucks, because we had like in the CDAO event in New York, we had someone from Starbucks, somehow head of data of Starbucks, and he was saying that, yeah, the today we they are working on enhancing the work of the operational manager, of the store manager. You know, the store manager, they have like their daily actions that they need to do, and they are already working on the store with some kind of technology, and they can't just bring another one that will completely change the way that they are managing the store, you see.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where they had to find ways to enhance the actual usage of the application that they had in store.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, let us also take another comment here because it's so relevant to what we are saying here. Mm, yeah, so one of the main challenges beyond data quality and data governance is convincing clients to embrace accountability for their data. Successful data initiatives require clear ownership and responsibility across the organization. So,
Yes, that
yes,
is
totally.
true, Ali. And we
Mhm.
are working on it on daily basis.
Yeah. Um, we are. I would like to ask if you have more questions. Definitely ask. Is the time to ask us because we are probably going to wrap up a little bit here because we have
Mhm.
touched based a lot of topics today, and we can absolutely continue to speak forever. But we need to also, like keep up with our work.
Yes, we
And
do.
yeah, but this is going to happen for sure on a monthly basis again, and would be nice to hear your feedback on this first episode of AcroTalk. Tell us who do you want to listen the next time, what topic do you want to hear? Because to be honest, we're like we said, we are going to go with the flow, and we would be wanting
Exactly.
to talk about whatever is relevant right now. And perhaps we will even have an interesting person the next time in August joining
Yes,
us.
we hope so.
Yes, but again, we are super happy. So drop us the message to me or to Shaheen if you would like us to concentrate on a particular topic or the person who would actually be happy to also join us would be great. And I would like to say, like, out of this whole conversation, I would like to mention that staying curious is really important in our days, because that's something that is going to drive you honestly only to something good. Because to be honest, if you are just gonna stuck in one stage of your life, one stage of your work, and like Shaheen, you mentioned about the routine and so on, a routine is killing us.
Mhm.
Whatever, if it's a work relationship, anything, the routine is not
Everywhere.
fun. So be curious, do new things, and don't be scared. So definitely, fear is something which is killing your potential path to success. That's what I would say.
Yeah, that's nice words. And I cannot agree more with you on that.
Mhm.
It's how I work actually, constantly searching or really reading new things, really to keep up the knowledge on what's happening. Of course, you won't have the ability to know everything, and that's normal because we are human. But
Mhm.
yeah, really uh, try to really stay on the page of what's happening, because we are working on a field where it's evolving very fast, and And this is really challenging, but as well it's exciting because there is a lot of new things happening
Hmm.
that are really changing the way we are working today. And even in all those companies that are working on those big AI projects, we are seeing a lot of stuff which are really exciting. So yeah, that's that's very good.
Yeah. Thank you, Shaheen, for also joining me here
You're
tonight,
welcome.
today. Yes.
And
And
thank you as well.
I hope that you all found it very useful. So we really would like to hear your feedback because it's something that we need that, we are all human beings. We need to hear that you
Exactly.
liked it and so on. So we are somebody's asking what's the next episode will be about. So like we mentioned, honestly, we are going with the flow, and if you have some topics you want us to touch base, so
drop
absolutely
off
feel free to let
drop
us
your
know.
ideas.
Exactly. Exactly. And the next episode would be, I would say, around when we were saying 27th of August,
Yeah,
something like
and end of August.
end of August, yes.
Hmm.
But stay tuned, follow us.
Yeah,
uh, yeah, so
and
we
we
will.
have new people. So this is the first episode of AcroTalk, as Natalia has mentioned.
Mhm.
We wanted to do this first episode really just talking about the events and as well how we where we are today on the AI projects topics within many regions and many kind of companies. But we will bring other
Experts.
people,
Hmm.
other experts as well, not only talking on AI generally, but
Absolutely.
dedicated topics
Yeah.
on data, on governance, even on testing, on
Mhm.
quality as well, having people from other company. So it will be, I think, a good way to really just share ideas and have the discussion because once we have those discussions, we can like return to our routine, but we are still thinking about it and we are okay. We may be, and I hope that you learn new things or just like it can be just a trigger to to do like training or other things, you know.
Mm. Thank you so much, Shaheen. And we have one person already saying that this was a strong first episode. Thank you so much. We're really doing our best here, and
Thank
practical,
you.
honest, refreshingly free of AI buzzwords, and looking forward to the next one. Look, AI will not be always in our table, but somehow it's always. This is where
Thank
we
you
are
very
right
much.
now.
Yes,
Anyways,
it is.
it was really nice talking to you. So have a wonderful, what is it, Thursday? It's Thursday. So it's July
You too.
afterwards. So we will see each other at the end of August. Everybody
Yes.
has a wonderful, wonderful summer with a nice
Yeah. Enjoy the
sun.
summer, guys.
Mhm. Yes. And see you next time.
Bye.